Reality check 1 2. You know that feelings that little voice that quietly whispers, are you sure this is right? Maybe this isn't right. Maybe it hits when conversation that used to be effortless suddenly feel heavy. Like trying to solve a math problem, you forgot the formula for, okay? So yeah, that's whisper. Don't ignore it. Don't ignore it. That is your early warning system. Notice it now and you could save yourself a whole lot of unnecessary headache, heartache, drama, heartbreak, breakfast later. So, I'm Topman and you're welcome to Beauty for Ashes. Today, I want to speak to you directly about red flags that shows you that you might not be compatible with your partner before it becomes very obvious. This is subtle way to know. So this isn't to scare you, not to make you feel anxious. It's just to help you see clearly, reflect honestly, and quickly act wisely. So grab a cup of something cold or warm, relax, and let's have this talk. The first unsuspecting issue is communication breakdown. So let's start with the big one: communication, or the silent relationship assassin. You might notice this when argument keeps looping like a Spotify playlist that you didn't ask for. So one or both of you is always defensive. Every small disagreement becomes a mountain. You feel like you're constantly explaining yourself, trying to be understood, climbing Mount Everest in flip flops. Here is it: communication is the heartbeat of compatibility. If conversation feels like a tug of war, that is a huge early warning. Suppressed feeling often come with it. You might be saying, "Oh, I'm fine," but your heart isn't fine. Over time, this quiet tension grows and subtly drains the connection. So the next one is emotional distance. This one's this one starts quiet at first. You're sitting together, laughing at the joke, but somehow feel completely alone, feeling lonely or misunderstood even when you're physically together. Bitterness sneaks in, little frustration. You normally ignore all of those things before now, but now they start stacking up. Secret unspoken feelings or low transparency is quietly building walls. Emotional intimacy is the clue of a relationship. If you can feel it with only fun, date, and gift, and connection isn't there, it is not that you're failing. It is that you're failed already. So next is emotional distance. This one is quiet at first. You are sitting together laughing at a joke, but somehow feels completely alone. You feel alone, feeling lonely or misunderstood, even when you are physically together. Bitterness sneaks in, little frustrations you normally ignore, they now start stacking up. Secrets, unspoken feelings, or low transparency quietly build walls. Emotional intimacy is the glue of a relationship. You can't feel it with only fun, date, movies, or gifts. If that connection isn't there, it is not that you are failing, it is that there is misalignment that you need to work on. The third one is values and beliefs mismatch. This one often slips under the radar. Love blinds us, different worldviews. Maybe one of you is let's go with the flow, while the other is everything must be planned. Life goals don't line up. One dream of traveling the world around, while the other feel like let's just settle here immediately. Subtle value clashes around money, family, or lifestyle. Love alone can't carry opposing foundation. Those little differences quietly pile up, turning into tension, and even if you try to ignore it, it surfaces in argument, decisions making, and weekend plans. Number four is lack of shared interest and connection. So here's the sneaky one. Okay, you really do things together that feel fun or meaningful. Sometimes you notice you enjoy other people's company more than your partner's company. Wow. Sitting together but feeling like you're just coexisting. Compatibility is all about enjoying the small moments spent together, everyday moments spent together, laughing at inside jokes, cooking a meal together, even watching your favorite shows together. If those little joys are not happening, is a subtle red flag. Notice it, work on it. Fifth is inflexibility and boundaries issues. Now let's talk about boundaries. We have invisible lines that get quietly crossed. Can your partner compromise without drama? Or is it always my way or the highway? Are your personal, relational, or family boundaries respected? Outside influences like friends, family, and all of those things, how often do they affect your life together? So, when boundaries are ignored, tensions build quietly until one day it will just pop. Boom. That's your cue, and pause and notice it. Okay. This one is emotional drain versus emotional energy. Be honest with yourself. After spending time with your partner, do you feel lifted or depleted? Constantly fighting for attention, affection, or understanding. Walking away from time together feeling tired, frustrated, or anxious. A compatible relationship should energize you, not drain you. If your energy is always being sapped, that is a subtle but serious red flag. Trust your body. It senses what your mind sometimes ignore. Okay? So far so good. Like we do, I want you to reflect on those things we've spoken about. So, which of these first 6 red flags are showing up in your relationship right now? Be honest with yourself, no judgment, no shame, just awareness. Drop your thoughts in the comment section, okay? So, we would love to hear it and probably learn from it as well. And if this makes sense to you, like this video. If you are not yet subscribed to this channel, subscribe to B4A for more sincere strategy for love, life, and family. Now, let's talk about the last 2 red flags. Number 7 is secret and lack of transparency. Yes, are there indeed things big or small eating trust quietly? Low transparency making intimacy feel impossible? Feeling like you are tiptoeing around the truth instead of being fully seen? Honesty and vulnerability are lifelines in relationship. Without them, subtle cracks becomes major fracture. Pay attention to who is willing to be fully seen. It tells you everything. The eighth point is unaligned life purpose and goal. So finally, working in different directions, conflicting long-term visions, career, family, personal growth, spiritual growth, loving someone deeply, but moving through life on completely different tracks. Compatibility isn't just about loving someone, it's about working together in the same direction. Love alone cannot fix this. So, divergent paths, subtle tension around the future is a huge, hairy flag. Please don't ignore this. Now, let's pause and reflect. Awareness isn't judgment, awareness is power. It is the first step towards turning what could quietly drain your heart into growth, healing, and clarity. So, relationships are not just about finding love, they are also about creating a space where both hearts can grow. When you notice these red flags early, you give yourself the chance to build connection where it matters, or step back before heartbreak quietly creeping. Even if your heart has been bruised before, even if you have walked into situations that left you doubting yourself, there is a path to restoration. You can step into a relationship that honors your energy, aligns with your values, and nurture your soul. That is the beauty for Ashes Way. Taking the lessons, the red flags, the moment that feels off, and turning them into a deeper understanding of yourself and what you deserve. So, please pay attention to the whispers now, not the shouts later. Notice the little things and reflect on your experiences, okay? Ask yourself, am I building with someone who lifts me, or just coexisting with someone who drains me? You have the power to seek clearly, to love wisely, and to cultivate relationships that don't just survive. They flourish. You can actually enjoy a relationship. Some of these red flags can be quickly addressed or fixed, but some of them are usually not fixable, so it is time to move on. Move. If this video helped you gain clarity, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs it or who needs to hear this, okay? Your heart deserves clarity, peace, and purpose. Your relationship deserves intentionality, love, and growth. See you in the next